Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me? Let's start off with just seeing if you can hear me. If you can hear me, that'd be great. Can you all hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Just put a yes in the comment box. Just quickly check sound. Okay. Let's see. Can you all hear me? Yes. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you, cheers. Okay, I want to be cognizant of the time. We want to get started. Thank you so much for jumping on and coming to join our um, live webinar where we're going to talk about digital business. I do have a special guest with me, and she's sitting with me at the back, my daughter. She is studying for exams, but she's also very keen to just sit in and listen to how mommy presents. So she's in the background. If she pops in from time to time, just excuse her. She is curious, but that's all kids, I suppose. So let me just quickly get the presentation. Let's share my screen and then we can get going. Okay, let's just quickly see. Right. Perfect. Okay, super. So I want to say welcome. Just quickly, some house rules. I'd like you just to keep your microphones on mute. It just allows for everyone to hear the presentation well. It also, if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comment box. We'll quickly go through questions right at the end to just see where everyone's at, if there's questions that I can answer. So welcome. I also just want to mention that we are a faith-based community, the A team, and so we do like to open up in prayer before we get started. So if you don't mind, just bow your head so we can get started. Abba Father, we come before you tonight, Lord, and we just bring the session to you, Lord. You are the Alpha and Omega, and because of you, we are here. You have destined for us to be here, and I just thank you, Lord, that you go before us to straighten our paths, Lord. And I thank you for this opportunity. I thank you for everyone that's on here tonight. Bless them tonight. May everything that I speak be coming from your throne room, Lord. And I pray that you would bless my words so that everyone can understand. And I pray that the information that we share tonight will be falling, that this is like seed falling on good soil, Lord, and that a new world of income opportunity will open up for people in tonight. I just honor you tonight for this, and I pray this in the precious name of Jesus. Amen. Okay. So again, thank you very much for being here. My name is Marilu Meyering. I am the presenter for tonight. We are going to discuss how ordinary South Africans are creating daily dollar income with digital products. And so let's get started. Again, my name is Marilu Meyering. I'm presenting for every single other marketer, legacy builder marketer, that's part of the A team. I'm just representative of all of the marketers. So I'm not an CEO or owner of Legacy Builder. I'm just simply presenting tonight. And how this happened was, I want to say more by default than design. Where we have a sister community called the R-Spun. And the R-Spun is run by a lady called Renette Whelan. And she created this beautiful platform where she introduces this business to South Africans, but in the Afrikaans language. And I've put my hand up to say, look, I can do this in English. My English is very well. I was married to Englishmen, so I can speak in English very well. And since then, I've been presenting these, also presenting, I also do Legacy Builder. I started in November, so I see myself as still very new, even though I've been in it for 6 months. I see myself as still being a newbie in this business, still learning every single day, but I'm presenting this for every single other marketer out there. And so there is the owner of the Legacy Builder is called Michelle O'Neill. She's a lady who started this community in 2022. Well, she founded the Legacy Builder program. And I have to say, like during that time, 2020, 2021, 2022, that was the time when we just got out of COVID, just out of this time of being completely locked down in our homes, only really having our cell phones and laptops to communicate with the outer world. And I remember it being such an interesting time. I was chatting to a friend today, and I was saying to her, like, during that time, I actually started a Facebook group called Isolated Together. And this group blew up on Facebook. I mean, every single scammer and spammer came onto it as well. So it became a complete, like, I had to close the group. But initially, it was like everyone jumped on because that's where people were at. You know, we couldn't go outside of our homes. We couldn't really move around. So what did we do? In order to get in connection with people, we went online. And it was through this where Michelle found a way on how she could actually use this time online to create income for herself. And then she thought, what a brilliant thing to do is to actually share this with the world. So she created the digital community, which is her school community. And I'm going to explain what's the difference a bit later on between school and the course. And she is now teaching the simple step-by-step process for people around the world through her program. And she is reaching literally everyone. I mean, in South Africa, this program arrived in 2023 and it's been going, it's been growing. I think we are 8,000 people plus that have already started with the Legacy Builder program. Some people are really super successful. I think there's something like 30 people who have already made R1 million plus through this business in a space of from 2023. So a very good way to really create sustainable income for yourself and your family. Now, as mentioned, I think we just under 60,000 people globally. 8,000 people locally, and like I said, almost 30 million rand makers in South Africa. And so the real thing about the Legacy Builder program is that it offers you freedom. And I mean, in those days, and I say to those days, those are just, past COVID days, people were learning how to do life differently. How could we still make money? How could we still create an income, even though we were so bounded by locations within our home structure? But how can we be not reliant on a specific location to make money, like going to work, having time freedom, and also creating a way in how you can earn daily and breaking that thing of having to earn only at the end of the month or a certain time of the month, and also breaking through that particular, I want to say, holding space where all of us have been in a career before where your salary is market related. And I've always questioned that, like who decides your value? Why is it that our value is decided by the papers that we have? I mean, it's maybe a good question to ask, or a simple question to ask, or a silly question to ask, but I think it's so wrong that our income potential should be bound by a piece of paper or a qualification. When you look at people like Richard Branson and, the likes of, who didn't even finish school. So you have to ask yourself, like, why are we bounding ourselves to that? So with Legacy Builder program, it really breaks these boundaries of your earning potential. You don't have to be bound by a certain earning potential because of maybe just having a trick or whatever the case may be, or you're working 40 hours a week. And so therefore you are being paid per hour, and that kind of establish your income. I used to be a personal trainer, which means if I didn't train someone, or if I could only have so many hours that I can train people, and then that's my day. I also have to sleep and eat in between, but then I was capped according to my time. And then obviously location freedom, being able to work from anywhere that you want to. So I want to ask you tonight, what does freedom look like to you? For me, I'm a bit of a nomadic at heart, so I never want to be shackled by time, by a location, by anything. I want to be able to really move and work from anywhere. I want to be able to go to my kids' school concerts and sports events and still be earning. I want to be able to, if I wanted to, pick up move to Cape Town and still be earning, even like go on holidays and still be earning. I don't want to be bounded by any particular thing, whether it's location or, whatever the case may be. But that's freedom for me. I don't want to be restricted. So that's what freedom looks like for me, is not having that restriction. What does it look like for you? And it's a very good question, because this question, your why of doing this business will come from what does freedom look like to you. Now, in South Africa, we are 8,000 people that have already started with the Legacy Builder program. Some of them are even on this call tonight. And normal people, normal South African people, moms, dads, grannies, children that's just left school. You have people from all walks of life, all races that are doing this. I've recently come across really some amazing people that from South Africa being super successful, 2-3 million rand makers that have been doing this. And when I say normal people, they don't come from a background of being an influencer online or being anyone special with any kind of degrees or having the tech background to do this. They just took the program and followed it step by step and became really successful. But what we all have in common is we have a goal to put an end to poverty. And poverty is such an interesting topic because, yes, it's a mindset, first of all, to step away from this poverty mindset that, working for 10,000 Rand salary every month is seen as normal. It's not. It's not. Some of you might be earning that. Some of you might not even be employed at the moment. And you think, well, 10,000 Rand would be great. But even that, I want to challenge you. Like, we want to step away from that mindset. Imagine earning 10,000 Rand every single day, because that's what some of the people are doing. And so we want to break all of those boundaries. We want to break this mindset of poverty that we have to be satisfied with little. And then obviously the actual materialistic effect of poverty, of not having finances to even do the basic, to cover your basic needs. And so we all have decided to take a stand against poverty and say poverty must fall. And for that, we claim to be cycle breakers, because let's be honest, these are cycles that have most probably repeated itself through generations in your family line. Okay? Because I know people that are super wealthy, but they also have a generation of wealth that has been passed down to them. Very lucky people. Okay? Blessed. And I love those people. I bless them. They have a different mindset. I learn a lot from people like that. I don't come from a family like that. I grew up in a family where we did have a lot of money at some point, and then we didn't have a lot of money at some point. And both of those it was a major issue in families, and financial pressure really puts a lot of pressure on the next generation. And we want to make sure that in your life that you put it into it, that you put a stop to it and you draw a line in the sand and say, no more. It won't continue in my life. I'm being that cycle breaker, and I'm not allowing it to happen in the next generations. So I want to ask you tonight, how can an extra 30,000 Rand help you every single month? Okay, great question to ask. I'm sure for all of you, an extra 30,000 Rand would be fantastic. I remember starting this business in November, end of November. And when I looked at the presentation that they were presenting at the time, that I also sat in on, when they asked 30,000, I went, gosh, in all honesty, 30,000 Rand isn't enough to cover all of the holes that I had to fill. And so I needed to make a hell of a lot more. So maybe 30,000 Rand isn't enough. Maybe 30,000 Rand can totally change the trajectory of your life. Wherever you are at, an extra 30,000 Rand definitely will help and support your family. 30,000 plus. We have people on the Legacy Builder that is making 100,000 Rand plus every single month. Every single month. And it's fantastic. And they have just literally used the program step by step, following the process, and it works. So all you need to start doing a digital business is all your digital tools. It will be a mobile phone, smartphone preferably, your Wi-Fi and internet, and a laptop. Okay, so those three are very, very important. You work off them. You are all of your business are being done off this, but this is all you need. So if you have this, you can work from anywhere, you can work at any time. The world is your oyster. And what is beautiful about having an online business is you can create multiple income streams. Now, guys, we do not live in a time, and this is another mindset we have to break, that you only have to have your eggs in one basket. I mean, it's great to be focused on one thing in particular, but to creating different income streams in that, it would be fantastic. And I think that's another thing that COVID taught us, because everyone had a singular primary income. And because of certain industries that completely came to a halt, people realized that, wow, okay, now because of this factor outside of my control, I cannot earn anymore. And so it's great to have multiple income streams. And obviously, being digital and online, I mean, I'm not saying it's completely foolproof. Like, if the internet dies tomorrow, obviously that's where it goes, but chances are very slim. So you want to make sure that you set up multiple income streams that you can feed your family with. Okay, and this is what we're going to show you tonight. So my question to you is, where did you hear about this meeting? Where did you hear about the Legacy Builder program? You most probably went online and you either saw a post on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, might even have seen a WhatsApp status that really grabbed your attention, and you inquired. The post that you saw maybe spoke to you and you resonated with it, and it was very intriguing and you wanted to find out more, and you were required to maybe drop a comment of digital or blueprint or whatever in the comment box, and that's how the conversation started. A person reached out to you, they created some a connection with you, and they invited you to tonight. Okay, what I'm trying to say is we are living in a digital world. You went and you saw this online, you inquired about it online, and now you are here on an online meeting. We are living in a digital world. And to prove, madam, even more is everything has gone online. Shopping is online. Checkers 6060 is a brilliant example of how you can now, where you used to drive to Checkers before, you kind of like know what those Checkers items look like, and you can now just shop online. I mean, and that's not just Checkers. Most of the shopping stores, Woolies, Pick n Pay, all of these places, you can shop online. You can shop your clothing online. You can shop, I know I've just recently received a Temu order. Like, everything has gone online. Whether you like it or not, it is where business is going. Even the universities have started to do their degrees and things online. I come from the wellness industry. My passion is wellness. So I have, besides the digital business, I'm starting to learn how to incorporate digital business and digital products in my wellness business. And at one point, I was very interested to learn more about neuroscience. I love how the mind works. I wanted to find out more. And because I'm a single mom at home, I wanted to find out how I can do this online. And true as Bob, I found an online degree that I can do, nogal, all the way in the University of Arizona. So they are offering an online degree in neuroscience through the University of Arizona. And I thought, how cool would that be on my resume of saying that I had done a neuroscience degree through the University of Arizona? But I could do it straight from my home here in Johannesburg, in my pajamas, even if I wanted to. And so online learning is massive. It's absolutely massive. It's one of the biggest growing industries in the world. And tonight I'm going to show you even the program that we're going to offer you. It's an online learning program where you're going to learn all about digital business. And then obviously we have the social side where the level of influences have gone from your celebrities who are your Hollywood celebrities, where these days we know that they're there. But when last did you see an ad really with a celebrity in? No, you don't. Because what has happened is even marketing has changed to everyday moms and dads, normal people that are advertising big brands, because they realize that online anyone can be an influencer. If you have a massive following and you have people, you are authentic with your content, you are real, especially when you're real and authentic, and you don't have necessarily always have makeup on, you truly just who you are. A lot more people will trust you and believe you. And so the influencing channel has gone there. So brands are pushing like their budgets towards everyday people rather than celebrities. And this is where we're at. What a wonderful place, right? Celebrating authenticity. So let's quickly just look at businesses. In traditional business, you have your physical on-site business where you've got offices and your bosses. You've got three kinds of businesses: physical on-site businesses, which we all know that's the corporate world. Then you have your physical online businesses. There's the examples are like your Takealots, Checkers 6060. This is now where you have a physical product that are being sold online. And then you have digital online business. You don't get digital on-site businesses unless you a supplier of the software or whatever on the digital. But other than that, the digital online business is really where we're going to be focusing on. So let's look at what these are. Physical on-site businesses are specific location bound. You normally have your 40 hours per week office hours. You're earning a salary that is market related. You have certain employee and employer responsibilities. Obviously, you've got all of your different divisions like HR, finance, marketing, tech, whatever the case may be. You have your sales teams who needs to find clients and do cold calling and measure those. And that's your physical on-site businesses. Then you have your physical online. As mentioned, they are online stores, e-commerce sites who are selling physical products, okay? A lot of your multi-level marketing companies or affiliate marketing companies, these are like your examples would be, let me quickly think of ones. I used to work for Nu Skin as an example. Nu Skin is a skin product supplier that works with a multi-level marketing business plan, but they sold their products online. You could purchase it online and then get it to your clients. In that, you are making profits, you are making commission off your products, but you're not, and it will be a small part of commission. It might be 20% or 30%, and depending on how much you sell, you can maybe get a little bit more. Still have to find clients, still have to do cold calling, and there's still monthly fixed and variable expenses to this. Now, a digital online business, it's an online payment platform. So example would be, let's use it's a website where you can still go and do payments on, but this is now for digital products. What are digital products? This is most probably one of the most important questions to ask, because a digital product is not something tangible like a pen or a cell phone or something that you can actually hold. It is a digital product. Netflix, digital products. Showmax, digital products. What is the music one? Digital products. Any online courses, digital products. Any PDFs that you download, digital product. So anything that you can download from the internet is a digital product. What's great about that is, example, for instance, if I had an online store, e-commerce site, and I'm selling pens, I would have to buy stock, pay for the stock. Once it's sold, it's not I don't have it anymore. So what would have to happen is I have to buy more stock to sell it again. More stock, sell it again. Digital products, however, there's a once-off cost to set it up, to either purchase your digital products or to create your digital products. There's a once-off time, effort, financial effort, whatever the case may be, to get it, but then it's yours. And then what happens is, like, you'll always keep the master copy. So if you have created a digital book, as an example, or you have bought like a digital online course, a program, you would have that program forever. But you can sell the link, you can sell the PDF, you can sell the JPEG a million times. And the first time you sold it, you actually made all of your investment money back. And now it's 100% profit every single time you sell it. And because we're using digital social media platforms, you make use of attraction marketing, attracting your ideal client to you, which means you don't have to go out to cold call anyone to sell this. And you don't have ongoing cost. Okay, so you only have that once off initial cost, and then from there onwards, it's only making profit for you. This is why it's such a brilliant business to be in. Now, in comparison, if you look at the physical on-site businesses in the last year in South Africa, job losses like increased by 31%. So 31% of people last year in corporate lost their jobs. The youth unemployment rate at the moment is at 47%. So kids leaving school can't find jobs. 47%, it's almost 50%. Half of the kids that leave school can't find jobs, okay, in your corporate environment. High inflation rates, okay, and this is a massive expense for companies. High risk. We used to think that, and this is a mindset as well, we used to think that being employed gives you security. It's a false sense of security because, like again, a COVID comes around and then offices close. I spoke to a lady the other day that is working for one of the major banks, and the amount of offices that they closed and never reopened are massive. So a lot of people got retrenched. And then when eventually offices opened, those jobs were still there, but now they just doubled it up with someone else's job, and not necessarily paying more. So high risk in this regard, okay? You also have AI entering the corporate market. And this is major because for employees, this is a massive threat because AI can do your work way better than you can. I'm so sorry to tell you that, but they can. And what happens is if you have an employer hat on, you have to choose between keeping someone employed that most probably, so the difference is AI can work 24/7, never get tired. They also, in AI, never complains. I don't know if you've ever had exposure with AI. I use ChatGPT quite a bit. ChatGPT is the friendliest person out there. I mean, I can tell it your work sucks. It wouldn't take me to HR. And in fact, it will ask me how it can improve. And I'm so sorry and be so apologetic. So there's no HR issue with AI ever. Plus, it does it 10 times faster and it's 10 times cheaper. So from a business point of view, AI employees, or what they call them AI agents, is a way better way to go, especially for administrative, data analytic kind of positions. So it's troublesome for employees in that regard. Now, if you look at the digital side, we had a 31% digital transformation in South Africa in the last year. 91.4 billion rand contributed to the GDP out of tech and out of the digital space, which is amazing. 74%, which is about 45 million people in South Africa, are on the internet, of which 90% of those are mobile users. This means they are all scrolling through those TikTok ads and posts, scrolling through those Instagram posts, scrolling through those Facebook posts. This is fantastic news for us, and it's growing. I had the question, and we always get the question of how saturated is the market. We haven't even scratched the surface. Okay, we are on 8,000 people who have bought the Legacy Builder program. 8,000 out of 45 million people that are on the internet. Plus, you have to remember that every single year there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, new youngsters entering into the job market. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that. I don't think we're ever going to run out of opportunity here. Very low risk because, the only thing that is risky is putting your money down. But once you've had your first sale, you actually make your money back and then all the risk is being taken out. And the beautiful thing about this side is AI is working for you, not against you. Okay, brilliant. Physical online. This is now your Checker 6060, your e-commerce stores, versus digital online. The thing with physical online stores is there's still a stock management, an actual physical stock management system that needs to be in place, because you have physical products that, yes, you're selling it online, but it has to go and sit in a warehouse somewhere. Whether you're drop shipping or not, you need to make sure that it gets from one place to the other safely. And whether you first store it in a warehouse or whether it goes directly, there is a stock management system that needs to be in place. You have contractors, because you have to contract a warehouse. You have to contract all of the staff around this, that on every single step of the movement of product leaving the supplier or manufacturer to your client, you need contractors along the way to actually make sure this happens as smooth as possible. Demand and supply is a massive thing in this regard. Then you have strong competitors. Now, if you are just starting off an e-commerce store, you have to understand that you are competing with the likes of the Temus, the Sheins, the Takealot.coms. Why? They have logistics down to a T. So if a person orders, sometimes on Takealot, you can even receive it the next day. And if you are starting an e-commerce store, knowing that you've got this entire stock like management system, logistics system, you need to compete with a Takealot. Now, Takealot's got budget. Okay, that's the difference. They can make sure that products get there fast because they've got the budgets to make sure that it happens. You might not. Okay, local logistics. Okay, getting parcels to the most, rural places in South Africa, very, very tricky at times. And if you're making use of a third party, having your own delivery system is very costly. If you're using third parties, there's always the chance that the packet gets there broken. I've done this before. I've got busy setting up an online store for my sins. And a lot of times I've got cleaning products that end up being like, it gets there and it's leaked or whatever the case may be. And then also, if you are exporting internationally with your products, there's always those licenses that you have to keep in mind. Exporting or importing, there's those licenses, there's the import taxes that you have to pay. Plus, then if there's a war somewhere on, chances are that the ships are going to be late. Okay, so that's always an issue. And then you're also just making partial profit. Now you have to understand, with your strong competition, they are driving the prices down because they can, because they buy in massive bulk. They've got the budgets to. If you can't buy such big bulk purchases, you might not get it at the price that they're getting it at. And you still have to compete with the pricing, which means your profit margins will be extremely low. Okay, very risky. Digital online, you have absolutely no physical inventory, nothing. You're not going to need a warehouse. You're not going to need that logistics or the supply chain of that, but you have bottomless supply of your product. Okay. It's absolutely beautiful. You can sell, and I do. I have digital books that I've created. It's in PDF form. As soon as someone buys it from me, the money comes into my account. I just send them the PDF. And I can do that a million times. Same thing that I've created only once, bottomless supply. You use attraction marketing to get your perfect client to you. Instant delivery. So when people are purchasing digital products, once they've purchased that product, they immediately get an email to say, hey, here's your product. They can download it immediately. Instant delivery. You don't even have to worry about it. You don't have to get a courier guy involved or anything like that. You market to your ideal client. You have an automated structure as well. So by the way, so with the Legacy Builder program, it shows you how you have your website, you've got your payment gateway, and you have a system that is automated. So it works while you sleep, while you're at your kids' sport. It works in the background for you. And this is again where digital is so beautifully designed. And there's no restrictions for you to sell internationally. Okay, you can sell that, you can send that PDF to Papua New Guinea if you wanted to, or to Australia, or to Scotland, or to wherever. There's no import taxes or logistic cost involved with digital products at all. What a beauty. Okay, and you keep 100% profit. I'm just going to let that sink in for a moment. 100% profit you keep in your pocket. You have no boss or office to report to. You only report to yourself. And as a boss, you don't need to worry about suppliers, contractors that you need to be responsible for. Now, in terms of the Legacy Builder program, the Legacy Builder program, is a program that you get, and it teaches you how to build an online business for yourself. Okay, it positions you. Once you have bought the Legacy Builder program, you would have the rights to resell it, and this means that you will learn how to earn daily. You can earn daily with this program, and you make 100% profit in dollars. And this is amazing. Just last week, again, I had another $1,400 sale. A $1,400 sale is 23,000 Rand immediately in your account. I made a video the other day, and it was a post that I could put out on social media. And as I was talking, a sale came through and it went ching ching on my computer, and I could record that. I didn't plan for it to happen, but it happened. And it was just so timeless and just show like this is how the business works. You also get to empower others to step into their own freedom. You help others to say no more to poverty. And what a great opportunity this is, a great gift that you can give someone else. And you don't have to wait, like doctors maybe would be seen as people that make a lot of money, especially your specialists. They make loads of money, but you don't have to study 7 years before you can start earning. 7 years plus the locum years. You don't have to wait that long. You can start earning immediately, even while you're learning. I started on the 23rd of November. I bought my program. And by 23rd of December, I'd made $4,500. That's 75,000 Rand that I've made through this program in 1 month. And that's my story. So what happens is you buy it once, and then you've got unlimited amount of times that you can sell this. At the time when I made this presentation, the Rand dollar exchange was at 16 Rand 73, and you keep 100% of the profit. Amazing. And you've got a global market that you can market these products to. Okay, spend once and endless earnings. This is what this business is offering you. So let me take you through the Legacy Builder program. Once you have purchased the program, the Legacy Builder program, you have the rights to resell it. Now, in the Legacy Builder program, the big complete program is $1,400. Okay, that's that 23,000 Rand. Now, it might sound like a lot when you have to pay it, but imagining, and we always teach you on how you can sell 4 programs a month. And I promise you, selling 4 programs of 1,400 of the other programs, it's the same amount of effort that goes in. Now, imagine you can sell 4 programs a month of the $1,400 programs. That's 93,000 Rand that you can make. This is why people get to make over 100,000 Rand so easily. Okay, so I want to ask you to look at this presentation of what is the earning that you need in order to breathe a little at the end of the month. Okay, we also have, so the $1,400 program is called the Legacy Builder Bundle Pack. It also includes things like AI training. It's the only program that has the AI training in. So if you want to learn more about AI, how to implement AI in your marketing, in your design, in your automation, then that's the program to go for. Then we have the $900 program called the Legacy Builder Program. And if you sell 4 of those, you'll be making 60,000 Rand a month just selling 4 of those programs. Okay, because that's about 15,000 Rand, give and take, according to the exchange rate. We have the Digital Mastery class. That's a $600 program. That program, if you sell 4 of those, that will earn you 40,000 Rand extra a month. Now, you don't have to stop at 4. You can sell 10 if you want to, and if you can, like, go for it. You can get the 300, which is the daily passive income blueprint. If you sell 4 of those, that's 20,000 Rand, or you can go for our launch pad, and 4 of those programs will get you 7,000 Rand. So I quickly just want to mention the full package. The full program is 1,400. What they've done is they realize not everyone can afford 1,400 to start off with. So if you want to almost start with the first couple of modules, you can, and that's the 100. And then the next, I want to say, couple of modules would be the 300. The 300 also includes the 100. The 600 includes the 300 and the 100. The 1,400 includes all of the programs underneath it. Okay, so when you purchase your program, you will be able to learn everything that offers you. Plus, you can sell that program and every other program that it includes. So if you buy $100 program, you'll be able to only sell the $100 program. Now you can go and sell 14 of those and then make $1,400 a month. Or if you have, and you can sell $1,400 programs a month if you wanted to. But this is how you can see how you make your income online. You do not need any previous tech skills. Okay, we have so many people that started off with not knowing anything about tech. My mom, I'm going to use an example. She's 72. She started this business with me, and she's the kind of person, and you might feel the same, and I don't want to offend anyone on here, but when I said to her, Mom, just go on to your what did I say? Just go onto your browser. She was like, what is a browser? And when I said to her, it's like Google. What kind of computer do you have? Do you have an Android computer? Do you have an Apple computer? She said, I have a Samsung. And I was like, yeah, that's not quite what I'm asking. Samsung is Android. So she doesn't know anything. She has no tech skills. She's had success with this business. So you do not need any tech skills. We literally take you by the hand. And this program has been designed for people that know nothing, don't have tech vocabulary, nothing. And we take you step by step through where you find this button, where you press this, how you do this. And that for me was so important. I needed to have a program set for dummies because I wanted to know that they go meticulously through every single step. So I know what to do, and that's what you get. So in the Legacy Builder, what you get is your program of choice. Okay. Along with that, you get a website and a landing page that is already, the template's already set for you. You can go and change the template for your own look and feel if you wanted to, or you can just use the default one that we've set up. You get automated email funnels, okay, which is your customer care system. This means when someone comes onto your website, they will put in their email address. We gather that email address and people emails from time to time just to nurture that relationship. And at one point, they go online and they purchase the program from you, okay? You get a payment system linked to your bank account, okay, which helps because once they have purchased the product, the money comes straight into your account. You've got lifelong support, okay? Also through the A team, we are here to support you. And the training even helps you to develop your own digital products. So you can use the Legacy Builder program, resell the Legacy Builder program, learn everything that you can from the Legacy Builder program, and even implement it into whatever it is you're doing. Met a lady today, she does needlework. Now, if she wants to design a needlework course and sell that online, what she will learn through the Legacy Builder program is exactly how to do that, and she can do it in her own industry. Lovely, hey. So with this, you're getting almost like the two sides of the coin is you get your online program, your course, should I say. Your course is like going to university where you're going to follow the classes one by one. They are videos that you watch. It will show you when you're done with the video. You can watch it over and over again. Again, it's something that you have. So it's not something that's going to disappear. You've got lifelong access to your program. And you're going to go through your study material and learn everything that you can. And then on the other side of the coin, you've got a program. Now, the one is a course. That's what you're going to study. The other one is a program. This is a bit more active. The program I want to compare to a eating program or an exercise program where every single day you just need to rock up. We've got our daily video ready for you. You watch your video, about 10 minutes. From there, there's certain steps that you follow. We even give you some advice on how to make your posts, how to create your digital post for the day, and you go and do that. And this is lovely. So you can work from anywhere, any place that you want to. You don't need to do cold calling or approaching strangers. You learn about how to attract your ideal client. And then you follow a step-by-step plan. Now, some of you might have heard about our 2-hour workday. This is not including your study material, your course that you have purchased, and that study material that you're going to go through. This is your working program. Okay, and there are 5 steps that you need to do. The first one is watch the daily training video, as I mentioned to you. Then from there, you create captivating content, and we teach you every single step of how you can do this. Then from there onwards, you engage with people online. So this is now where you're going to go on people's posts, what you're doing already. So if you're scrolling, if you're in a doom scrolling, as they call it, at night, and you like here and you comment here and you post here and you share it here, that's exactly what you're doing. So you just now want to do it a little bit more focused with the kind of people that you want to engage with to create that credibility. Then as soon as someone inquires about like what you did, tell me more about the program, put digital in the comment box or whatever the case may be, you interact with them. You get them onto a one-on-one call, you get them onto a video call like this. And this is our 5th step. You invite them to a webinar like this. You maybe do a one-on-one call, you do a live, and these are the 5 steps that you follow every single day. Okay, this is your 2-hour workday. And this is real people with real testimonies. Now, when I've put this together, we had just launched, we had some Afrikaans people explaining what their testimonies were like. And here Henriette said she had made $400 literally in one day. Gerna Rousseau, who had made $700 literally in 2 days' time. Ramona Els, lovely lady, she taught us today. We had a class today in our community where she taught us about how to do TikTok audits and how to see how your TikTok is set up. So this is all part of our community support where we teach you these things. We teach you about how to do design. We teach you about how to do faceless marketing. If you don't want to put your face on, on the camera, if you want to be off camera but still make very attractive post, then there's people that teach you about that. Here, Ramona told us how she made 1,000 Rand in 24 hours. Stephen, who told us about making a $900 sale literally in one day. And then Ido, who literally went out cycling and on his cycle made $1,400. I mean, that's, and these testimonies we hear of daily. On our community group, you might have been invited already to our community. On our A-Team community, on the WhatsApp group, we share these testimonies. On the group, we share these testimonies because it's real people, ordinary people that are making this sort of money and they are breaking the cycle. And so I want to show you what breaking the cycle is all about. In our A-Team community, our A-Team community is a Skool community. So just to quickly explain that, Skool is a platform. Someone said to me, but Skool is Afrikaans name. I'm like, yeah, it's someone international, like, we're quick on the button with a word. And they created a platform very similar to your YouTube and Facebook platforms. And Skool is just simply a platform that is structured for communities. And we've created the A-Team and the Ask Fund for the Afrikaans community, where we take you by the hand and we teach you how to do legacy builder in South Africa, because our South African market is slightly different, a little bit more conservative, a little bit more skeptical, maybe a bit more pessimistic. So we have created a short course called the Cycle Breaker. And so we invite people onto the community where they can come and learn all about how to break the cycle. And this is a short course and it creates a semi-passive income. Let me explain to you. So when you invite people onto the Cycle Breaker course in our community, the A-Team, number one, there's a monthly cost of $10 every single month to come and be a part of the A-Team. We do, however, have a 7-day free trial. So you can come and check it out. You can come and check it out for free for 7 days. If you like it, you stay. If you don't like it, you go. It's obligatory free, but you will learn about passive income and how to create it. You'll learn about digital products and what they are and examples they are. You'll learn a lot more about digital marketing and how to use digital marketing, what are reselling rights and how to do that. You'll learn a lot more about the legacy builder programs and the benefits of actually buying your own program. You'll learn about creating 5 income streams for yourself online. You'll learn more about how to perfect your 2-hour workday. Imagine only working for 2 hours a day. Look, I also have to be honest. If your post goes viral, you're going to be working more, but that's a great problem to have. Okay. Otherwise, you're working 2 hours a day on this business. What is social media? How does social media work? How do algorithms work? All of these things you'll learn about, and you'll learn about how to create your own digital products. Now, why we have referred this as a passive income is for that short course, you pay $10 a month and to be a part of the community, but it's also a product in itself. So when you invite other people to come onto the Cycle Breaker short course and they pay their $10, you will earn $5 referral fee from that. Okay. And this is why it becomes a product on its own. Because if you have 20 customers or clients that have come on board onto the community and learning with us daily, you would earn $100 every single month. This is passive. It will come in every single month. That's 1,600 Rand right there. With 50 people on, that's just over 4,000 Rand a month. With 100 people on, that's just over 8,000 Rand. We have people making this already. Phenomenal. And that's passive every single month. They don't have to work at it again. If you've got 200 people onto the community, that's just under 17,000 Rand passively coming in every single month. And if you've got 500 people on here, and look, I don't think you'll do this in a day, but you can set the goal to do this within a year, and you'll have 41,000 Rand coming in passively every single month. Okay, so the Cycle Breaker, the A team, although we are a supportive community with all the courses and things, you can actually use this as well, very complementary to the Legacy Builder program, but use this as a way to create passive income for yourself. So the plan works. Okay, we have seen it internationally. The people are successful from all corners of the world. In South Africa as well, we've got so many people that are super successful in South Africa doing this with the South African market, within the financial climate that we're on. And so the plan works. My question is just, are you ready? Now, if you are sitting here, you might have 3 answers right now. You might be able to say, I am so super keen. I just want to jump in. How do I get started? Book a call with the person who has invited you. Maybe you're a person that said, I still have a couple of questions. I need to answer these questions. Book a call with your marketer. Let them sit with you and strategize what and how you can get started, answer all of your questions. And if this wasn't for you whatsoever, we really love the fact that you have stayed for so long. Just let your marketer know that, you know what, I had a look at it and maybe it's not the right time for me, or maybe this is not for me at all. Just let them know. We still absolutely appreciate you being here. And so I'm just going to stop staring my screen. I want to quickly just see if there are any questions. Let's quickly just look at questions. If you have any questions, you can quickly drop them in the comment box. If there's anything that you want me to answer, I'll give you a minute or so. Otherwise, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question. You're more than welcome to do that too. Okay. So maybe there's no questions and I've done a brilliant job at presenting this, or you're a little shy, and then you can just get back to your marketer. It's my absolute pleasure, Rena. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, with that, I'm going to love and leave you. I just want to say, may God bless you. May God keep you, make his face shine upon you, and give you peace. With that, God bless. Have a wonderful evening. And we'll see you most probably on the 18th soon. Bye for now.